This video was recorded by CCTV cameras in September of 2021, was captured in New Jersey, and shows the flooding that took place due to Hurricane Ida. As the video shows, this family's basement is already pretty much entirely flooded, with the water being ankle deep. Sadly, that isn't the only thing that happens. Watch the pressure of the floods causes the wall to collapse, with water filling the entire basement. In a matter of seconds, the man seen in the shocking camera footage made it to the basement steps and escaped the flooding without injury. He and the rest of his family had already been trying to empty the basement off the floodwater before this situation took a dangerous turn. The shocking part is that had the wall collapsed only a little while earlier, it would have ended in tragedy for this family. This video was recorded by a person who went to the woods in the middle of the night after a bit of research. It became clear that nobody truly knows why this is, as there are way too many obscure things written about it. One thing is clear, though, that the atmosphere is very creepy, which is further amplified when a figure can be spotted on the path ahead. As the person walks down the path past some bushes, he notices a white figure crossing the road. Now, the figure seems to be very long instead of tall, which is one of the first giveaways that this could just be an animal. However, when zoomed up, it doesn't really resemble anything. A person pointed out that it could just be a white peacock or piu. Of course, as previously mentioned, the correct context for the clip was not found, which leaves many questions unanswered. This video was recorded by the helmet-mounted camera of the skier. The man who recorded the video is Sean THS, who's from New Zealand, and it was done while he was skiing in Hokkaido, Japan. Many aren't aware that Hokkaido witnesses some of the heaviest snowfall in the entire world. This leads to many things getting covered by snow. Something that the man on screen would later find out while going down this slope. Casually, he encounters an unexpected thing. Watch as Shaw Toms was navigating a slope in Hokkaido, Japan, when he fell down a snow-covered waterfall. To a depth of 6 m after tumbling down, he was able to pull himself out of the hole despite water from the natural hot spring gushing down the rocky ledge. The video, which was viewed more than 300,000 times, was shared by him on his Instagram page. Looking at it, it's quite astonishing that he didn't get severely injured, especially considering that he fell into a waterfall. People also noted that there was no way he would have been able to avoid this, which makes him extremely lucky to walk away. The following set of videos are from TikTok, and the woman that has recorded them has noticed strange happenings on her property. For context, the woman owns a barn where she has all sorts of animals. Most horses, she shares quite a close bond with these horses, which is why she started to notice something strange that was taking place. At certain times, her horses would act in a weird manner. As if they saw something, things only get weirder as the videos capture.
Lanny, Lanny, Bo Benny. Lanny. Lanny. Hey. You really... What the... That.
In the first clip, the buckets that were supposed to be kept safely fell not once but twice. Now that can be chewed up to various things. However, the second video captures a very clear sound of what seems to be a baby. All of this is not only creepy, but also disturbing. The final video, though, captures a figure that can clearly be seen, that is followed by a sound that came from the direction of that figure. It's easy to say that all of this may have been faked, though if this was the case, the horses wouldn't act strangely when something would happen. What do you think about this? Criminals recorded by CCTV cameras on board of this bus on the 28th of February 2024. The video on screen is confusing. At first glance, what it shows is a bus that just got moving, and a few people boarding it. The people who just came on then start creating chaos with loud shouts and confusion. Following shortly after, it was only after all of this that the people understand what was happening. The people who boarded the bus were actually criminals, taking the passengers' belongings. All of this happened while the bus was moving, which put quite a few people in danger. One woman can be seen resisting trying to save her phone, but was ultimately unsuccessful, as the guy can be seen with it towards the end. Such a brazen act committed in the middle of the day raises more than just a few eyebrows, with many pointing out that most of the passengers didn't even bother defending themselves. What would you have done in this situation? The next video is from India and was recorded by a man who seems to make videos on his bike. He also has a camera attached to his helmet, where he recorded this horrifying situation.
150 अब तो हो ही गया है। अरे चाचा ऐसे दाएं तरफ आ रहे हो मादर।
The biker does seem to be going over the speed limit when he ends up getting cut off by a black SUV in front of him. This infuriates him, as seen by the video, but when he switches lanes, he's met with a signboard that's just sitting in the middle of the road. He notices it quite late and ends up crashing into it. It's horrifying to find something like this placed in the middle of the road. And though the biker was speeding, he never should have to worry about such things in the first place. What are your thoughts on this? Was it entirely the biker's fault? Or perhaps it was the black SUV's fault, given that the SUV cut him off? It's highly likely that he noticed the board